Hello. Well, I'm not too proud to admit if I'm wrong about something. I'm just going to set it straight and go from there. Wasn't that big of a deal, but I guess it could be for some people. Alright, the whole real-time thing, this isn't a very big deal, but I had to make a 2-minute adjustment today, which was nowhere near the time adjustment that the internet gives for actual noons. They have like 7 to 8 minutes of a difference over the time period that I was keeping an eye on it, and for about the last week and a half I quit looking at it, and for some reason today I said I'm going to check it and just see what's going on, and I had to make an adjustment of 2 minutes, which not really a big deal, but nothing like they officially advertise. So anyway, on to business. Okay, I went back into my lunar eclipse research, sun, moon, all this good stuff, and this is all the numbers for locations from 2001 to 2019, total lunar eclipses, and these numbers are at their max. And there was one common factor involved with each and every one of them, was that they have 180 degrees of separation for every one of them. Now at the very bottom was one that I found that had me reevaluate the whole situation, and it was November 14, 2016 supermoon, which I looked at some more full moons just to see what kind of distances there were with the full moons, because before I was under the impression, based off of what I gathered, that lunar eclipses were just a max distance of the sun and moon apart from each other, and then I find that, well, they're advertising this supermoon, full moon, was about 185 degrees of difference, and some other full moons that I looked up where they showed that they had greater distances than what the lunar eclipses had. So I come up with another little fun thing to view on some paper. There were some overhead distances, like that. Okay, I come up with this. I come up with this using advertised dimensions and distances, using one of these to come up with it. 2326 south, 2326 north, same over here on this side, north in the middle. And I put all these together based off of lunar eclipses. I mean, everybody seems to go with this dome type of setup. So I drew this based off of that idea. And the idea was that the sun and the moon are a part of this dome. And according to that, their positions for lunar eclipses line up with this little intersection point. And that little point is about 2 degrees of time distance. And the other full moons don't cross that point. Only when you have the lunar eclipse and that 180 degrees difference in distance overall, and being exactly on one point of the other side from the other from each other, you get this. Now this was just full moons, and I went above and beyond because I didn't find any full moon that went from farthest south to farthest south, sun to moon. So I just put them in there just to make sure what all was going on. And as you can see, that little point is never intersected with full moons. Even ones that may not even be possible. These, I didn't find any that were this far apart. Some that were just a little bit under, like the supermoon, November 14th, 2016. was just under that mark. And when you look into it, all of the, let me get back to that page, if I can find it. And when you line them up with these, they'll always intersect in the middle on the eclipses. And just like on for like a super moon, it still passes through the middle. Every full moon does pass through the middle, but it will pass above or below that 2-degree little sweet spot. So I guess I can't rule out some other little body, but it could just be a light thing. It could just be something we don't understand, something beyond our grasp of ever knowing from down here. All I know for sure is one thing: this is not an exact dimension. But even if they are up there like this projects, everything that we see from down here is still an apparent projection, an apparent image of the actual thing. So whatever is going on above that limit, it's just up for theory and speculation at this time. So anyway, I just want to get my information straight, or at least a little bit closer, a little bit more lined out, and go from there. So, to anybody I've talked trash to saying there's no third body up there, well, maybe there is. There could be. Maybe it's just a factor of light in a science that we just don't understand. Either way, that's what I found. Did I have any more? Nope. Alright. Well, thanks for watching.